So again, we've had to reject hundreds of samples of turmeric because of high heavy metals. I mean, it's terrible. And I wish I could say that this practice was completely eliminated, but it's not. I mean, we've seen samples come in that are contaminated like that. Not to mention the fact that growing conditions, and really what I'm saying here is in places where the quality of the growing conditions themselves are very poor, you get a much higher load of heavy metals anyway in that material. So again, we've not just seen just hands down adulterated material, but we've seen material grown that isn't being cut with anything, it isn't being painted with lead, but it still has high lead in it because it's not being grown in the proper conditions. You know, this is what you get when you get, unfortunately, these commodities. You know, it becomes just a commodity, and when something becomes just a commodity, the quality suffers. Again, we've had to reject hundreds of samples of turmeric because of high heavy metals, or the last thing, the what I will say is the sort of the secret, if you will, the quiet thing that nobody talks about in spices. Really, it's starting to get some attention, but spices, especially rhizomes and root spices, are very frequently contaminated with aflatoxin. So for those who don't know what aflatoxins are, they're a type of mycotoxin, so a toxin produced by a fungus. So you get toxin loads in some of these spices that are off the charts. And specifically aflatoxin B1 has been actually positively associated with carcinogenesis, which is really a scary thing. Because if you look around at spices available on the market and you were to test them, send them to a lab, send them to us if you want, test them for aflatoxin, you're going to find that a lot of them are heavily contaminated.